us having an important conversation that can transform lives, that can change destinies. And so today we have two young men in studio, and we are likely to be joined by one other person in the course of the conversation. Today we are talking about those stresses that we go through, especially when we are dealing with human beings. Human beings can give you stress. Human beings can cause you untold stress. They can bring fatigue. They can bring emotional drain and so on and so forth. I remember there was a time I had an acquaintance. We had studied together at the university. And we came out of the university. We went into the marketplace. But every time I would spend about 3 minutes of conversation with her, I would feel so emotionally drained within me. She was like an emotion sucker, if I can call it that. There are stresses that come simply because of the people we are relating with in life. It could be a parent you're relating with, it could be a neighbor, it could be a spouse, it could be a girlfriend, it could be a boyfriend, it could be your teacher in class, it could be a politician on TV, it could be, the people we relate with in a day-to-day life, they can be a source of stress, mental strain, emotional strain, physical strain sometimes, to mention but a few. So we are going to be talking about the stresses that we go through in life and how we can manage them, especially in the area of relationships. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
We are doing fairly well.
Fairly well.
Yes.
What does that exactly mean?
That means
Yes.
you are not either doing bad and you are not doing good to your expectations.
You are somewhere in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah? Did you study some physics some time ago? There is something we used to call the oscillating pendulum. I don't know whether you still remember it.
Yeah.
When I see what you're doing with your hand, I know that you understand it.
Yes.
So sometimes you find yourself being like an oscillating pendulum. Okay, so how are you, brother? How are you doing?
I am perfectly well.
Perfectly well. What a combination of words.
Yes, perfect means I am not complaining.
Yes.
Yeah, at the moment I'm not complaining. And it's an opportunity.
She hasn't yet given you an opportunity to complain.
Not really. Yeah, not really.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, please go ahead and introduce yourself to our viewers.
Yeah, once again, it's Hilary Msade at back at this program, and it's an opportunity to come back and talk about relationships.
Yes.
And this time around, stress. Stress and stress management.
Yes.
It's like stress and relationship. It's like identical twins.
Yes.
One, you are expecting something.
Does stress bring a relationship, or relationships bring stress?
No, the other way around.
Yes.
Most of the times,
Yes.
relationships, we encounter stress. So we are here to navigate through that journey.
Yes.
And hopefully we can answer some questions.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, so tell the viewers, who are you? Who is Hilary?
My name, like I said, Hilary Karhanga. I am a lawyer by profession, and I am still on the streets.
What do you mean on the streets?
I am trying to find what to do, a place to settle.
People may think you are a traffic policeman when you say I'm on the streets.
Not really. Maybe that language has been used so much.
Of course.
Yeah, so it's yet an opportunity to appear before the viewers. And yeah.
Okay, are you in a relationship, Hilary?
I am actually married.
I am putting you on the spot. You are even actually married.
Yes.
So for you, when we are going to be talking about relationships, you will be talking about relationships from a marriage angle.
Yes.
All right. I wanted that to be clear.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Introduce yourself to our viewers. Let them know who is fair, like an oscillating pendulum.
Yes. As I was introducing myself,
Yes.
When we were introducing the program, I said I'm doing fairly well.
Yes.
And I explained, and then we came up with the pendulum thing. So I'm Johnson Abindavyamu at the viewers. and Johnson. I fellowship with St. Peter's Wandegea. Greetings to St. Peter's team. And also, I come from Rukunjiri, so greetings to Rukunjiri people. Yes, Nyachinengo village members. Johnson, I work with Europa Healthcare. Greetings to my colleagues, my workmates, and my boss. And on the other hand, I'm a pharmacist.
Okay.
Yes, so maybe when we are here to talk about stress management,
Yes.
in relationship, I'm relating.
Okay.
So maybe I could be a beneficiary
Yes.
of managing stress in a relationship, and you manage stress at workplace, you
Yes.
manage. So literally that is good for you to introduce this program and be part of your team.
All right. Thank you. So good to have you here. Right now, I would like to pause a bit and congratulate the Fathers Union in the Diocese of Kampala upon a glorious Diocesan Fathers Union AGM, annual general meeting today. That was a glorious time. Men coming together to talk about issues of their union, issues of meeting together, talking together, growing together. Thank you very much, men of Kampala Diocese. Thank you for turning up in big numbers, more than 100 of you. That was awesome. And I would like to also congratulate the new team of leaders for the Diocese of Kampala, specifically my awesome brother, Yakani Charles, who has been voted today as the incoming Diocesan Fathers Union President. Salute, my brother Charles. I wish you well as you serve, as you empower men, as you offer credible leadership that will build families, that build the nation that builds the kingdom of God. And the whole team that was put in place, from the president to the vice president to the general secretary to the treasurers and so on and so forth, we really wish you well. I wish you well as you serve, and I will be looking forward to supporting you as your provincial president as you do the great work that the Creator has called you to do. So back to you. You said you have some questions you wanted to ask me.
Yes.
So this is the moment. Please go ahead, ask me. Let me see if I have some answers. If I don't, I will ask Hilary to help me.
Now, as boys and girls out there, also there are adults there who are relating, but they are going through relationship issues.
Yes.
Maybe last time we were talking about laying a foundation for your relationship.
Yes.
Maybe you never know it is the time of laying foundation that that things went wrong, and this time around they are going through now these challenges. So some have fathers they can share with.
Of course.
Some have mothers they can share with, but others don't have.
Others have themselves alone.
And this time, this is the right time. Someone out there watching, how can that person now determine that this one I can solve it, or I can, let's say, quit that relationship? Because you find people are reaching at a time of fighting.
Yes.
And that is part of the stressing life. One cannot have or cannot literally accommodate during the relationship. Because when you are fighting with someone, that means you are going far. Okay,
so in brief, what exactly is your question?
My question is, how can someone handle that stressful relationship without causing harm to the other? Yes.
Okay, how to handle a stressful relationship without causing harm to the other person. First of all, get to know that nobody wants to be hurt.
Yes.
Nobody wants to be harmed. So even as you're trying to deal with that stressful relationship, don't have thoughts of wanting to harm the person because they are stressing you. Because even yourself, you wouldn't want to be harmed because you're stressing somebody.
Yes.
You know, as I was coming here, there is a thought that came to mind that many times there is a way we assume we are relating with angels. Yet ourselves, we are not that angelic.
Yes.
So we put ourselves on tension and also put the other person on tension. Now, the second bit here, The first one is ensuring you're not having thoughts of harming somebody. So the second thought here is asking yourself, why is this relationship stressful to me? Why is it stressing me? What exactly is the issue? Could it be that I am in a wrong relationship? That's why there is stress.
That's one.
Could it be that I am in a right relationship, but I am handling it wrongly? You know?
Yes, yes.
Could it be that it is a right relationship and I am handling it rightly, but it is more or less like at a wrong time of my life?
Maybe we are not ready.
Maybe you are not ready.
Yeah,
and you know that readiness can be mental, it can be emotional, it can be many things.
Yeah.
So you need to ask yourself, why is it that I feel stressed in the relationship? Because ideally, we would think that a relationship should be fulfilling and rewarding, something you would enjoy. But when you find that it is now a source of a lot of stress, then you need to ask yourself, why is this relationship stressing me? Could it even be that there is a knowledge gap? Because sometimes if you're dealing with something you don't know, it will stress you. Not because it is a wrong thing, not because you are a bad man, no, but simply because you have a knowledge gap. There is something you don't know. And because you don't know it, it is becoming a source of your stress. Let me give an example. What are you holding right now?
This is a microphone.
Beautiful. Now that microphone, if you don't know how to use it, you may just get it from wherever and start to talk. And maybe you don't hear yourself through the speakers. Why? Because you did not know that there is a place, for example, where they switch it on. Just as an example, I'm not saying that's what has happened. No, I'm just giving it as an example. It's a quick example you saw before me. So because you don't know that people switch it on, now you will be using it, and if you're like some people I see around us, you're blowing into it, you're hitting on it, you're saying hello, hello, testing microphone 1 2 1 2. I don't know why they never say 3 4. Exactly. I saw a meme where a lady held it upside down, so like this, exactly, and they had to come and help her put it the right way up. So there was a knowledge gap.
Yes.
So whenever there is a knowledge gap in your relationship, it may end up stressing you. Not because you are bad, not because she is bad, not because it's a wrong relationship, but simply because there is some bit of ignorance. Even scripture says it in Hosea 4:6, my people perish because of ignorance, because of lack of knowledge. So something you don't know will stress you. So the first point was, don't have thoughts of wanting to harm the other person, because even you wouldn't want to be harmed.
Yes.
Secondly, ask yourself, why is this relationship stressing me? Is it because it's a wrong one? Is it because I am the wrong person? Is it because it's at the wrong time? Or I lack some kind of knowledge I need? And therefore, number 3, which is highly related with number 2, is that you need to put your finger on exactly the point of stress in the relationship. What exactly is stressing me? Is it how she talks? Is it how I feel whenever we are together? What exactly is stressing me? Are they the demands the person makes? When you put a finger on the exact bit, the exact source of your stress, then you will be able to know how to handle it. If, for example, you realize, I think I am being stressed by the financial demands of this girl, then now you can start to think financially. You can start to think financially. Yes. You get the point. But also, sometimes you find you are outrightly in a wrong relationship. You are forcing this square peg into a circular hole. It's a wrong relationship. It will not fail to stress you. So if you are in a relationship with the wrong person, it will definitely bring the stress. I hope you can find some time and have a moment of reflection when you sit alone in solitude and just think through, like these things we are talking about, think through them. I also hope during that kind of a moment you can close your eyes and pray about these things, for God to show you your point of stress in that relationship and what you need to do about it. I hope in that moment you can go out to somebody you trust and share the way you are now sharing, and we are having this conversation, and then somebody shares their experience. Yeah.
Maybe just to clarify this from a point of view.
Yes.
As some people go ahead and share.
Yeah.
Then I saw you wrote a book, and it was entitled "Move On."
Yes.
So there, you need to now to tell us.
Move on.
When now you determine that,
yes,
let me move on, or this thing can do what?
It can still work.
Can still work out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, what a question. When do I know I need to move on? I think you will know when to move on if you first of all knew the time to start. Did you know exactly when you were supposed to start?
Yes.
You know, I'm just asking a question not so that you answer it per se, but to trigger thought. You know, there is this business of I fell in love. I think it's high time we stopped falling in love and start to walk carefully into love. You know, there is no moment when you fall down and you stay there happy. Every time you fall, you want to quickly come up. So when you fall,
that when you are now going to fall in love,
yes,
photocopy your heart, keep the original.
Fall in love with the duplicate. Oh no. So when you fall in love, you are most likely going to fall out of it. So you are talking about when to move on. First of all, why did you move in? So are you getting what you moved in to acquire? If you are not, maybe it's time to move on. Secondly, what do you stand for? And so is this relationship aligned with what you stand for? If it is aligned with what you stand for, even if there is some stress, maybe first push on a bit. Because sometimes it's just a season. It's a season when you hear people say, I woke up from the wrong side of the bed. I always ask them, why didn't you turn the other side so that you wake up on the right one, so that your day is good? So the values, sometimes you need to wait a little bit more. It's just a season. And if the values you espouse and the values she espouses are not congruent with each other, then maybe that's the moment to move on. And this is the moving on of moving out of the relationship. If the person has developed habits or characters or conduct or behaviors or has actions that make you feel like, am I safe in the future with this girl? Am I safe in the future with this boy? Then maybe that's the time to move on. I will tell you that it happened to me. Say, I was in this relationship with this lady, and one time I went to her hostel unannounced. I didn't tell her I was going there. So I just said, let me pass by. And when I
just one wife, that you need the leadership skills of a general,
yes,
to lead an army of one woman.
So we have to take a lot of pain, a lot of effort to teach children how to get along with one another.
Your raw material is money.
Of course.
But it is not your money.
It is not
That
yours.
is the biggest challenge. So if you do not fear God, you will end up misappropriating this money and taking it to be your own. Yet it is just what you're using to do the work that you're doing.
So ego is very dangerous to me, and we should avoid the extremes.
This program exists to equip, challenge, and empower men to expand their family leadership capacity for national transformation. Welcome back. The stresses we go through because we are relating with people. And when we took a little break, we were looking at the question of When do you know that it is the time to move out? And now we were at a point of the values. If the values are incongruent, if somebody is developing habits, characters, conduct that makes you feel like, am I safe with this person in the future? Maybe that's the time to move on. But let me add another one thing that happened to somebody I know. You will know it is time to move on when the person you are relating with starts to tell you that there is a possibility of moving on.
Okay.
Now let me tell you what happened to somebody I know. This is a lady. She got into marriage. I was at her wedding. Later, after about a year, the marriage could not continue. That's when I sat down with her, and now she told me the story I'm about to tell you. That 2 weeks before the wedding, the guy looked at her and said, by the way, I no longer love you. Just no longer love you, but you know, I've already made invitations, cards are out, we have booked the venue. The guy of the photographer and the videographer have already deposited 2 million. Even the cake is almost ready. So I've already spent on this thing. We will just continue and get into this marriage, but I just no longer love you. Wow. Wow, just wow.
Yes.
So this girl tells me that she felt like they had poured cold water, ice on her. But also, she was feeling like, I have already called people, they are preparing to come. So she continued into the marriage. Within about 2 months, they were already fighting physical violence. Before the year could end, they had separated. What is my point? That moment when the guy said, I actually no longer love you, that was the moment when she was supposed to get out of this relationship. Even if it is 2 days to your wedding, I'm telling you.
You move on.
Somebody tells you that they no longer love you, they are getting into this marriage simply because they had already made the invitation cards. Are you safe? In this book, Someone to Love, the 7 pillars in the quest for your beloved marriage partner, there is something I wrote at the end here, Nugget 39, page 177. It says, better a broken courtship than a broken marriage. Let me read something there. It is true at 28, the clock may be ticking, but it is worse to rush in a relationship and crash. While both experiences are painful, at the end of the day, a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. You have managed to hold on to your principles for this long. It should not be difficult to hold for a little longer, because when you finally meet the right man who truly loves you, he will respect your decision. Those were the words of Evelyn Harono Rufafa, a counseling psychologist at COU Medical Center. So I go on and talk about the importance of moving out of a relationship when you realize this is not going to work, instead of pushing yourself into it, and even just a few months into the relationship, into the marriage stops. Let's go to Hillary. Hillary, you said you have a question.
Oh, yes,
What's your question? We've taken quite some time on my brother's question.
It is well. Well, my question is
Yes.
around about what is happening at the moment.
Okay.
Relationships were supposed to be a comfortable place, a place of sharing love and deep connection, a place, a heavenly place where two people love one another and there's peace, there's comfort and all that.
Yes.
To the contrary, today what we see in the relationships mostly is young men and women saying, I don't think I will ever get married.
Yes.
Others are saying, I cannot be in love again. There's nothing like true love.
Yes.
Such statements coming out of majority youth at the moment.
Yes.
And the question is, what are we missing in the equation?
What are we?
What are we missing in the equation?
Yes.
What goes wrong?
Yeah.
Maybe with a comparison of how you guys did it then.
Don't make me feel like I am 90 years old. How you guys did it then. It's like
not so long, but there is at least a trend.
Definitely.
Right now it is worse.
Which is quite sad, definitely, and I hope that the trend can be reversed with time. And who knows, maybe these conversations will contribute positively to reversing those trends. Yes. So what is missing in the equation? It will go back to what I talked about with my brother here. It begins with knowledge. Many people today are getting into this thing without the right knowledge. They are getting into relationships without the right knowledge. And the moment you get into a relationship with the wrong information, you are using wrong raw materials to bake a nice cake. That won't happen. You've gotten sugar, you added some sand, then you put soda ash, then you added some 3 stones, and you say you are making ingredients for a cake. A chocolate one. Because you lack the knowledge of what you have to put in the combination in order to get a nice cake. So that's one thing that is missing in the equation. Secondly, the other thing I see that is missing in the equation is the aspect of wrong company. This is something that people have said again and again. Now it sounds like cliche, but I'm telling you it's a strong thing. Company. Tell me who you spend most of your time with. I will quite easily predict your future and your destiny. It's a matter of looking at how they think, what they do, and I know that if you don't interrupt that way of thinking, that way of doing things, you're going to end a certain way. So many of the young people today, they are in the company of those that may not help them. You find that you are always in the company of people who are on their 17th relationship, and they are telling you relationships never work. And then you wonder, how come you were born? That means your father and mother's relationship worked. There is one relationship that worked. That's why you are alive. You know, when you say you can't trust anybody on earth, that means you are not trusted yourself. You are just projecting who you are onto others. The other day, a woman said, all men are dogs. And a certain woman next to her said, no, please. If your husband is a dog, take her to a veterinary doctor. Mine is okay. I mean, it was quite a spectacle. So company, sometimes you find that some young people are in the company of people who contaminate their mind with the wrong way of thinking about relationships. Because the Bible says in Proverbs 23 verse 7 that as a man thinks, so he is. So if you think every man is a cheat, if you think every woman can't be trusted, if you think people of these days are bad, yet these days can't produce, but you are saying these days have children of these days, definitely you will have a way of messing up your relationship. For sure. Here is another missing link. What we have been exposed to, especially in the media, largely from the Western world. The soap operas, right from those ones of long time ago. What were those ones? What was this one where there was Salvador? Which one was that? You may be like me, you don't watch those things, eh? Second chance, absolutely. I should have asked the lady, these guys here. For you, I should ask you about De Gea and Maguire, football. So, right from second chance to La Patrona, to La Tormenta, to La Revancha, to She Wolf, to Beautiful and Unlucky. You see, I know a few of them. Huh? You find you are just watching those, and then you are watching Bollywood. Eh? You see how they come from behind the trees, the Indians, and now they kiss each other, and then they lift it. And you think that's how relationships actually are, and you think that that's the reality of marriage.
That's how you should treat you.
You've overwatched movies, you've watched fiction, and now you want to live real life based on fictitious situations.
Yes.
So you saw how the girl in the movie was lifted in the air, swung around, and now when this guy comes to you or see and you start a relationship, and within the first 2 weeks he has not yet lifted you, you say, I think this is the wrong guy. You stop the relationship just because you've been exposed to something that is not real. Something that is not real. The other bit that could be a missing link is the culture of comparison. The culture of comparison. Somebody goes to the beach and maybe goes with some 2 or 3 pieces of attire and takes a photo shoot that lasts for 1 hour, posing, changing, making the lip longer, turning the eyes, holding, going, stepping in the water, goes under the tree, faces in the sky, and gets about 40 nice photos, comes back with them. On the first of the month, she posts only 1. And she says, if you know me, where am I? On the second of the month, she posts the second one. And she says, enjoying life. On the third day of the month, she posts another one. And she says, life is good. She spends the whole month posting photos that look nice. And for you, you keep thinking every day she's updating you where she is and what she's doing. Yet these were taken on 1 day in 1 hour. Now you compare yourself to that one and you start to hate your own self and the relationship you are in, because they are taking photos together, they are seated there, you don't know where, doing what. And because of that you are doing, comparing yourself with the people whose lifestyle you don't know, you fail in your own relationship. So it's a combination of quite a number of things. That's what I could say.
I think the right question is, what should we do?
What should we do? Flip the points I've talked about, flip them on their feet. If we say lack of knowledge, now look for knowledge. If we say wrong company, now get into the company of the right people. If we say the comparison syndrome, this time say, I will not be comparing myself with other people. I can benchmark from them. I can look at how they are doing the right things, especially those I know are doing the right things, and learn something from them. But I won't be comparing myself with them. So just flip the points on their feet. You have what to do.
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir.
We have another person on the panel today, Madame Osilia. Good to have you here today.
Thank you very much, Coach.
How are you doing?
Papa. I'm very fine. I'm glad to be here today.
Thank you. These days you work with that book almost every day. Tell us about that.
Remarkable woman.
Remarkable woman.
Everyone needs this. As long as you want to be better yourself as a woman.
Show it to the people
as
who
a
are
legacy.
You.
This is a very good one.
Yes.
Just if you're there and you're a sister to me or a mother to me, this is good for you.
Okay, what have you found out in that book?
For now, I am yet starting it, but I've realized I can do a lot as a woman, and I can leave a legacy behind with what I do.
Okay.
It's not all about like I have to do a lot, but it's just a few things, my character, what I can install in someone's life that can leave a legacy out and someone can be happy. So
just a few nice things, small but impactful things that you do,
very
can
crucial.
compound into a monumental level of impact.
Yeah.
So who are you? Please tell our viewers. They want to know who is Osiria.
Osiria. My name is Osiria Ampumuza. And as I said in the last episode, when we met our dad for the first time, I fellowship with St. Paul's Chiwuliriza. And I come from Kanungu district. Yes.
Okay, what do you do these days? Are you a student? Are you between jobs? Are you working somewhere?
Well, currently I work with Tasi Concepts and I'm doing graphics designing.
Yes.
Yes.
Osartistry. What is it called?
Osi Artistry. It's
Osi Artistry.
Yeah.
I was trying to pick it from my memory.
Yeah, that's a company I'm trying to build.
Yes.
As for me.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you in a relationship with some guy somewhere? On TV, on national TV? Do you see how bad I can get,
Wow.
Feel free to answer or not answer.
Yes, I am always free because I've known that the truth sets you free.
Yes.
And this is the truth. I'm not in a relationship.
Guys, she's available. She's available. You said that you have a question for me today.
Yes.
Please go ahead. Let me hear what you have.
Before I go, whoever comes, they should be tight because this papa has taught me a lot. You have to present your goals to me. Then I will be able to go on.
You remember the other conversation we had when I was saying, when a gentleman comes to you and says, will you marry me? The first question is not, do you really love me? The first question is, where are you going? Tell me about your future. Because when you propose to me and you say, will you you marry me, you are giving me an invitation to walk with you to a very long future. You better show me where you're going.
Yeah.
So, what question do you have today?
Well, I think I'll be so direct.
Yes.
I'm sure my brothers have shared a lot. Mine is about trust.
Trust.
The stress caused through trust. You know, when you start a relationship, you come, you know, you feel like this is the right one.
Yes.
Before you start, you're already there. Some are not about the so-called love languages.
Love languages. Gary Chapman, the 5 love languages.
Yeah, over quality time.
Yeah,
You find sometimes they
gifts.
don't. Yes. So, but my main thing is on trust. This guy, you've fallen in love.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, they start calling and they're like, let's say they found me in church.
Yes.
But this person will call you and is like, in the night, you know, they want to talk to you, let's say in the night, and for you, like, I'm not available.
It's time to sleep.
No, you're not even sleeping. Let's say you've gone for an overnight.
Okay.
Then they call you, they're like, oh, see, where are you?
Yes.
You're like, I'm for overnight. Evidence? That
Evidence.
already kills me as a person.
When he says, what's the evidence that you are in an overnight?
Yes. So
Okay.
I call that is the trust issue within the youths. And it is affecting many people, because if you know you got me from church, for
Yes.
example, and I tell you that I'm in for an overnight,
Yes.
and then you go ahead and be like, I need evidence.
Yes.
What is that?
It is trying to build trust. I want to really be sure that that's
Already
what you're
you've been
doing,
with this very
so that-
person.
For how long, for example?
Like maybe let's say for 2 months.
That's so little, so short. So short. 2 months, you're still building the trust.
Okay.
Hey,
But
you're still
Papa,
building the trust. 2 months, I'm still testing. Is she real? Is she not real? When she gives me her word, does she mean it? Does she not mean it? When she says she's in an overnight, is it for real? First few months, I'm just trying to test that.
okay.
I'm telling you, 2 months is quite short.
This brings me a question.
Maybe after you've been together for about a year or maybe 7 months, and then somebody starts to ask for a lot of evidence on everything and anything, then you know that trust has been eroded. There, I would say, yeah.
Then is it good to start a relationship when you don't trust the other person?
Yes, it is. You know why? Because when I'm starting a relationship, it's largely more of I love you than I trust you many times. Many times it's because I've looked at you, you look nice, I love you, maybe you have a nice character, I just like what I see, I love what I experience with you. But maybe the trust is still developing. Because developing trust is a journey actually, it's not like a program or an event that we meet today, I look at you and I say, guy, from today, I trust you. When we have just met, no.
Love at first sight.
I hear love at first sight. It develops over a period of time.
True that. I agree with you. It is always a period of time, but in 2 months,
Yes.
if you're really, because most girls,
Yeah.
I'm speaking because I'm a girl, when someone approaches you,
Yes.
that is the first step taken. In 2 weeks,
Yes.
not even in a month, you at least know this person, this is how they behave, as long as they are real. So if you tell me in 2 months, you can't really see, you can't trust someone
Yeah.
to an extent that you are on their bumper.
Yeah.
Like, please.
Did you come across something called if 1, if 2, and if 3 in English in primary school? You've just used one of the ifs when you said, as long as he is being honest and true and authentic. That is an if. So what if he's not?
Some people can hide.
Why should
know-
you start? For God's sake. Why should you start something?
Let him tell you, why do you start when you are not ready? When you're not yourself?
It's confusion.
What usually causes that?
Sometimes
Yes.
we are out there to discover something.
You see? You see what I'm telling you?
To discover.
To discover.
Yeah,
What are you
because-
trying to discover?
To discover love, to discover somebody
Yes.
to be with.
Yes.
Because I have, for example, looked at her.
Yes.
She's nice looking.
Smashing,
I'm
eh?
attracted.
Yes.
Physically, I'm attracted.
Yes.
And I proceed.
Mm-hmm.
I ask the question.
Not because you trust her yet.
Not really, because I actually don't know who she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just asking her. I don't even know her name.
Mm.
So
You've just looked at the optics.
yes, like you said, in that week, 1 month, 2, I'm trying to ask to find out what really is coming up.
Yeah.
Can I be with this person?
And maybe that's when you call her and she says, I'm in an overnight, and you say, send me evidence.
Probably.
Because you're building, you want to be sure of the person you're dealing with.
Yes, probably.
But now do you also realize that that will be breaking the trust that she also has for you, because she now feels you don't trust her. She has told you, I am at home, I am in the kitchen, and you start to say, heat on the saucepan, I hear, heat on the saucepan. Because he said, I am at home in the kitchen. So either way, it breaks the trust.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some things happen anyway. Some things happen in this way. I'm not beating down your trust.
Yes.
But again, people have different goals. Someone wants to come to you as a lady.
Yes.
You are targeting maybe me because you have something that you need from me.
Yes.
We cannot hide that because some ladies also target men. And they say okwetega and okukura.
The two things.
So also me,
You have to be
video calling you
Yes.
to get the evidence.
Yes.
I also want to be sure that this person I'm with, really, I have to trust her. Even if I got her from church, I have to first make sure that I will do what?
Yeah, let me tell you, even the producer in the studio here is clapping. Even the man behind the camera is clapping. And we are going to do the unconventional. So my brother Luke, we are going to do the unconventional. It's okay, let's do it freestyle. Luke, come here. Luke, come here. Come here. Come here, Luke. Luke. Come. Let's do the unconventional. Let's do the unconventional. Please, Luke, you just come. Hey, Luke, you just come. Let's do the unconventional. Let's do the unconventional. Look, this guy here is a young man here. How are you doing, Luke?
I'm fine.
You're well? This gentleman is the one who is behind the camera today. He's a great man. Introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Luke Majumbali.
Yeah.
I'm just from Anchoring News here.
Okay. Now, when this gentleman said, even if I got you from church, that's when I saw you clap behind the camera. What was that about, man?
You know,
Yes.
we have issues with, there are some issues with the church.
Yes.
Not everything that goes to, somehow, somewhere, you can be passing by and throw a bottle of water in a garage.
Yes.
That's not where it's supposed to be.
Oh, yes.
But it can be there. So not everyone in church.
Who threw you in church, sister?
So I believe it's a very good argument of trust.
Yes.
Because trust is either way.
Of course.
You
it's
are
a double
not.
end.
Yes. You are not going to tell me to trust you.
Yes.
To hope to trust you.
Yes.
Yet you're also not giving me the sense. Yes, I know you from church. You have been going to church. But anything can happen. Satan tempts.
Hello. Thank you, Luke. Please move. Let's give Luke a hand clap, please. I've hijacked him. So I think also now you hear the minds of these young men. That while you're saying, I mean, you don't trust me. I have told you I am for overnight, like you called it. And then you're saying evidence. It's because they are also trying to build that trust in you. So sometimes you want to say, well, you take a selfie and send it. Then the next day they say evidence find, just give them the evidence. And maybe when it becomes too much and it has become a habit, then that should be something you should now see as a point of concern, because that could mean that the person is extremely possessive, wants to take you like a property or something like that, and may never give you a breathing space in life to live life and so on and so forth. But if it is in the starting point of the relationship, sometimes you may want to stand it because you're building the trust.
And you can find out why the person is doing it, because maybe that person has been heartbroken before. Where that person lost the trust from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, that makes sense. You know, if you carry your problems into another relationship,
Yes.
just expect such things. I just wanted to even ask, because I'm single, the gentleman here, I'm just so happy. Oh my God.
Yes.
Next time, Papa, we need another lady
Oh,
here.
yes.
Yes,
Yes,
because
yes.
this is not good.
I hear you.
I still wanted more on trust. Like, okay, you say that if it has really persisted and this guy is still continuing on, how do you handle such stress? Do you keep into that relationship? Because already you've built it for a long time and you want things to work out. But you see, there is only one insect called the trust.
Yeah.
Let's not
So
just
that insect,
cover.
is it because the insect is sweet or it is rotten in this instance? Are we talking about when trust is gone out or when
It's
trust...
really not there.
Yeah.
Yes.
What I can tell you also is that trust is the currency of every relationship. Trust is the currency of every relationship. I will say it for the third time. Trust is the currency of every relationship. Whether it is a relationship between a leader and a follower, a relationship between a politician and a voter, relationship between a husband and wife, relationship between customer and seller, relationship between neighbor and neighbor. Trust is the currency. When trust is gone, relationship has not remained. So it's up to you to look at what stage of the relationship you are at and determine whether you want to push it further and build the relationship or throw this under the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, you have to ensure you don't hurry to throw this relationship under the bridge or under the car, because a few minutes ago you said, you in your days, so let me now bring you to something in our days. Even beyond my days, the days of my father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, whenever anything got broken, they repaired it. That generation. A chair gets broken, one leg, you don't throw away the chair. It's just the leg. So you repair the leg. You have the bicycle, the carrier behind gets a problem, it tilts, you don't throw the bicycle. You take it to the mechanic, they work on just that carrier, because it's the one with the challenge. Whatever it is, whether it's anything, whatever used to get broken, they would take it for repair. Nowadays, they throw it away. Which is a big challenge. And so I am using that as an illustration for the trust theme. Don't quickly throw the relationship away. First check which part of this relationship has the challenge. Then maybe see if I can repair that part for now. Otherwise, if any slightest thing you have in a relationship, you throw the relationship under the bridge, I can assure you, you are not going to get married. You won't get married. Because every relationship will have some challenge here and there. Why? Because you are a foreign person getting married to a foreign person. You are not angelic, he or she is not angelic. So when you come together, there will be conflict, there will be misunderstanding, and it will be critical that you don't throw it under the bridge anytime it has a small challenge.
And I also think maybe something came to my mind. They say trust is earned.
Yes.
Like you earn it.
Not demanded.
You're not entitled to it.
Yes.
You earn it. You don't demand to be trusted.
Yeah.
You prove that you can be trusted.
You don't say, trust me, trust me.
You simply don't say.
Sometimes you need to keep quiet and live a certain life.
Yes. Maybe that also is one of the times that statement comes into play. To earn it, to fight for it and earn it.
And guess what, Osi, like what you were talking about, the guy who says, send me evidence. That is your opportunity to earn trust.
To earn trust to him.
So instead of looking at it as a nagging, somebody who's a nagging way of the relationship, you may want to just say, opportunity to prove that I am actually trustworthy. Take the selfie, send it immediately. Because like he has said, trust
Life
is
was simplified. Now
My
there's-
problem is when it continuously keeps
if it
coming
becomes
in.
a habit, like I said, then there is something not right somewhere. It actually means that this person does not trust you at all in a way. And if the person cannot trust you at all, especially if you also know you are trustworthy, you are trusted, then there is a challenge there. But if they are getting challenges to trust you because you are actually not trustworthy, then don't blame them. Look in the mirror and work on something in life. All right. Maybe one last thing, because I see we just have about 5 minutes to the end of the conversation.
Another question that I had was to do with Christianity
Yes.
and relationship.
Okay.
Most of young Christians, us, maybe especially those in leadership positions, Papa,
Yeah.
Mama, choir leader, leader of a fellowship, they are
Uncle
mostly challenged and tempted
Yes.
by the question of balancing the two.
Balancing the two.
The
What and what?
relationship and Christianity.
Okay.
Yes.
The relationship and your faith.
Yeah, they find themselves at crossroads, not knowing how am I supposed to handle myself in this relationship, especially when it is demanding.
Demanding how? Or demanding for what?
For example, this guy is asking you out, wants to come and spend a night at your
Yes,
home,
yes.
and you are a lady, and you are a mama, and you love him
Yes.
so much that you don't want to lose him. But the guy says, but can't you just come and sleep over at my place?
You don't trust me?
And he threatens in a manner that if you don't do so,
Yes.
maybe he's going to move on. And most of our sisters, they don't, perhaps they have already loved him and they don't want to lose him.
Yeah.
And they end up finding themselves at crossroads.
Yes.
What can they do in such a moment where there is,
Okay. Good question. The beginning point is to be sure of who you really want to be and what that means. So do you want to really be a believer or something different? If you really want to be that believer in your faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, for example, then know how people who believe in the Lord Jesus Christ should do things. This question is just a question of finding some answer that can help you compromise. Many times that question, because it's clear, you know that if you are in a relationship and you are a child of God, you are a born-again Christian young man, young woman, you should do this, you should not do this, you should do this, you should not do this according to Scripture. You know. So the challenge is not that you don't know. The challenge is that what you know you should do is uncomfortable.
Yes.
And what you feel like doing is the wrong thing. So you are having a hot piece of meat in your mouth. You don't know whether to swallow it and swallow fire or spit it and spit your sweetness. That is the real issue that you're dealing with. So you need to decide who you are going to be and then plunge in deeply in your life. If you say, I am going to be a child of God who believes in the Lord Jesus Christ and so on and so forth, then plunge in with both feet. Get to know what your Lord and Master wants from you and get into it. When you get into it, it will mean something like 3 things. 1, boundaries. You will need to institute boundaries in that relationship. If he calls you and it is at 10 p.m., and he says, please just come by at my home. Say, hey, there is a boundary here. At night, I don't move out of my room. You see, that's just an example of a boundary. If you pass by her room, like I passed by her room, the other one who later checked me, God bless you if you're watching. Both of us are now married. Thank God. If you pass by and then she says, you just come to my bedroom. Just come to my bedroom. You found me in the bedroom relaxing. Now for me, I don't want to be in the sitting room. Say, hey, boundaries. I don't enter people's bedrooms. Put boundaries. That's 1. 2, principles. Establish principles in your life that you're going to run your relationship on. And be firm on them to the best of your ability. And then 3, values. Know what it is that you actually stand for and keep sharing this. Say, well, I stand for excellence, so that's quite an average thing.
Now help someone out
Yes.
who has already fallen into that.
Come out. When you fall, you stand up. You don't stay
Now,
on the
like
ground.
meaning, maybe some people have started cohabiting.
Yes.
Yes, because of such, you come to visit and you end up being locked there. So how can literally that person now handle that thing? In church, they call them sinners.
What you have in that context is not a problem to solve, but a decision to make. Can I repeat that? In that context, in that situation, therefore, what you have before you is not a problem to solve, but a decision to make. Make that decision and come out. You don't have a problem to solve. You have a decision to make and courage to garner courage and move out. We always know what to do. We only lack the courage to do it. Most times that's what I know. Yeah. Parting shots from Ossie. What are your parting shots?
Wow, today was hot, friends.
Especially concerning trust and evidence.
But I just loved it. The word gentlemen came to read, and I was targeting them. So,
hello.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
You see, we also know you sometimes target us. You see?
Yeah, it was really amazing, and I'm so glad to be here today.
Yeah.
And earlier mentioned of Tasi concept, it is the best in branding. You don't need to miss this chance. If you need branding, graphics services, it is just the best. And
we are going to send you an invoice for the marketing.
Oh,
you will see what will happen. All right. Thank you. Next, Hilary.
Thank you so much for this program, Coach. We are blessed, and I hope viewers are also blessed. For me, stress management and relationship. I think stress sometimes is inevitable. It's part of life.
Yes.
It comes up. Sometimes you feel stressed due to one reason or the other. But managing stress, I think it's the big elephant here.
It is.
And I hope that we just hinted on it, just talked about it. And I think personally, I am blessed. Thank you so much for watching us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Finally.
Yes, thank you so much, viewers who watched us. Actually, maybe the team would pose a question. Someone posed to me a question that why do we call you daddy? Daddy answers questions. But people out there, they lack this knowledge. Even those who have their fathers, they lack this. So thank you so much for this program. And for the dear viewers from wherever you are, those who are outside, like my family members who are in Australia.
You love sending
I love you.
Friends in Australia.
Yes.
Even
So,
my wife commented about it the last time.
So
said, you see, people we are greeting people in other nations and the continents.
Yeah, they always see me and they are saying maybe it is because of this opportunity you are giving us.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure also having you here today and having this conversation. And indeed, you've brought out something critical. The reason why we call it Daddy Answers Questions is because this is the kind of conversation that parents should have with their children. You know, sit down with your sons, sit down with your daughters and have a conversation. Let it be as free as possible, share as much as possible, keep it open. It helps. It helps when the sons and daughters are able to open up concerning the things that they are going through, and the fathers and the mothers are willing to listen actively, listen non-judgmentally, and just share what they would like to share without saying, what did you just answer? What did you ask? So you are in a relationship. You have a girl, right? You have a girl. Now that kills the environment.
Open up now.
Exactly. So that's why we had called it Daddy Answers Questions the other time, to remind us that parents and their children need to have moments when you just converse like this. Whether it is at dinner and you're just conversing, you're having a conversation, open up and share together. And listen to each other. And share your experiences. Where you don't have the experiences, just hear from other people's experiences, including your own children. And today we have added a small twist to it, the aspect of stress. The aspect of stress that comes out of relationships. we have realized that sometimes you need to get out of a relationship because it was a wrong relationship, or it was the wrong timing, or you were not ready, and that's why it is stressing you. Or sometimes you lack the knowledge that you need. And we've talked about matters of trust, building trust. That trust is earned. It's not yearned for. It's not demanded. It's not asked for. You don't keep saying, trust me.
Trust me.
Just trust me. No, brother, sister. Instead, you live a certain kind of life that makes people really say, I think we can believe what he said. So, it's been the Inspired Family Leader program with Samuel Bakutana. There is this book that deals with the topic we were dealing with, busy and loving it. Enjoy a happy life amidst stressful situations. You need to be able to equip yourself. You'll find a lot of things about managing stress in this book. And we talked of relationships, someone to love. Remember to get a copy for yourself. And if you realize that this thing is not working, then it's time for you to move on. And you need to be able to equip yourself to know how you can move on. Until next time, live exemplarily, love authentically, and lead relationally. And I continue to salute the Fathers Union in the Diocese of Kampala for a great AGM today. God bless you all.
Just one wife, that you need the leadership skills of a general.
Yes.
To lead an army of one woman.
So we have to take a lot of pain, a lot of effort to teach children how to get along.